so now what we're going to do is drill our pocket holes for our cabinets. So what we're going to do is basically clamp our piece of plywood in here. And what I like to do is just drill one pocket hole down through, like say about 4 times for this piece. This one's 12 inches high, so, or 23 3/4 inches high. Just get it squared up, clamped in, and then you take this drill bit here and drill one pocket hole. Some people do 2, and some people do 1, you know, per section. You also want to make sure that your stop gauge on your auger bit here is set up to the right thickness. You have a little gauge that you know, you reference off of in order to get that stop collar to work correctly, get it set correctly. And then you got a gauge here on your pocket hole jig, which needs to be lowered down to 1/2 inch in our case because we have 1/2 inch plywood. And then the little jig, little box that sets in there, I usually line it up for 3/4 inch and then just kind of back it up a little bit. Both sides for the sides of your cabinets, because one of them is going to be mounting to the back of the cabinet and the other side is going to be mounting to your face frame. I try to line these up pretty good with the other side. It doesn't really matter that much, but you know, if somebody goes tearing these cabinets apart in the future, it'll look halfway decent anyway. I'm actually using 3/4 inch Kreg screws instead of the inch that's recommended. I always find that an inch drills through the back of the plywood on the next cabinet, or on the back of the cabinet, so I don't know why, but I mean, I'm setting everything up like it's supposed to be. Maybe I'm just putting them in too deep or something. But the 3/4 inch screws seem to work just fine for me. Alright, so I'll just set that here for now. I'll get this next piece. little glue on the side here and stick them on and glue and screw them down. Change over to other bit wherever it went. These 3/4 inch screws you can get off eBay. I haven't seen Home Depot carry it in stores. And maybe online, I don't know if your Home Depot is. Alright, put a little glue on the side of the plywood here. Using Tight Bond 3. Sets up real quick. A lot of people use clamps for this, but I don't really find it all that necessary. Once we cut our bottoms and everything, the cabinet will be square anyway. These actually make the cabinets pretty square anyway. Coming down cold, I believe. Once you got one in there, it pretty well holds itself. Alright, I'll go ahead and finish screwing all these together, and that way I don't bore you with this process. Alright, I got those 3 put together. The other one's in here behind. Pardon the mess, guys, but, kind of in the midst of construction here. So, that's the 3. Now, what I want to do is cut out the toe kicks and install, I have to cut the piece for the bottom. So, that'll be like the floor of the cabinet, more or less. So anyway, typical toe kick is 4 inches high by 3 inches deep. And what I use for that is a combination square and a pencil to mark. And I'm going to set you guys up on a tripod. Alright, so got the combination square set at 4 inches right now. Got my pencil. So what I'm going to do is, alright, so they're 4 inches high by 3 inches deep, so we don't want to go any further than 3 inches down. That way we can have our mark. Make my mark right there, change it to 3 inches. So we know our 4 inch mark. there's 3 inches here. I'll change it back to 4 inches, make that line. You guys can see that, alright. A big head in the way. So now we use our jigsaw, cut that out. So there's our toe kick. Clean that up a little bit. Alright, so that's a typical toe kick. I'm going to do that to each one of these cabinets on the bottom side. That's where our toe kick boards are going to go. So these don't have to be, 100% perfect like, everything else with the cabinet. Because it's just going to be a board going across there. And we're back. So I have all 3 of these cabinets toe kicks cut out. And now I'm going to cut the base for each one of the 3 cabinets. So measurements are as follows. I need one 12 by 47 inch piece for this one here, and I need 2 20 by 35 inch pieces, one for this one and one for this one here. What that'll do is basically sturdy up the bottom half of the cabinet. The top half of the cabinet, put strips, along here for the countertop to rest on. And then of course the face frame will go here and stretch across this distance down, stretch across here, and I'll have a center one for a door, I would say. I'm still gonna, kind of mess with ideas on that once I get everything set up and see where the pipes are gonna go. Because I don't want to put any drawers in unless, I can make sure I can get around the pipes. And I don't want like, a bay of just like 2 drawers here and then, like a funky space at the bottom or something where a pipe is. So I want like a whole bay of cabinets or of drawers if I'm going to put drawers in. Otherwise, I'm just going to have. Here's one of the bigger cabinets. This one is one of the 36 by 20 cabinets. So where we left off is I was putting on the bottom, cutting those off, cutting those out and putting them on. This is what we got right now. So as you can see, I pocket holed all 4 sides on the bottom, and obviously put the pocket holes on the bottom of the cabinet, that way they can't be seen. And then I got some on the top there, which is going to mount the face frame. So that'll help mount the face frame, and then of course I've got pocket holes up and down through both sides to also anchor the face frame. So that's what we got going on. Toe kicks are cut out, obviously. So stand her up, show you what she looks like stood up. That's typically what cabinets look like in this stage. Now I need to put some support strips along the top, which will anchor the sides together, you know, keep them tight. And then that'll also provide, you know, a spot for your countertops to set on and be anchored to. So we got that. Now I'm going to take you back here in the bathroom. I'm going to take this back in the bathroom. I'm going to show you the other two cabinets put in place for, you know, just temporarily. I haven't put this one in place yet because I got to cut a hole for a pipe to come up through. But I don't want to do that yet until I get face rings put on and all that. So, all right, this is what they look like put in place. So, you know, obviously the one underneath the windowsill is kind of dwarfed. But there's going to be a countertop ran, you know, all the way along here, so all the way to that back corner. And then there's going to be a countertop up here that's going to contain a sink. I'm probably going to put the sink like right here. That way I have a bay of drawers or something. And then on this one, I'll probably also put the sink here, so I have a bay of drawers here. So there'll be a door, probably one door here, one door there, bay of drawers, another bay of drawers here, and this right here, you know, once the countertop, or you know, the furring strips basically go on, and I have something decent to mount to, I will take and just put doors here. And then see, this back here is basically like a blind cabinet, more or less, and it'll go back in there, you know, so you can put stuff back in there as well. Which I'll have to put something down here and up top, which, you know, basically when I run that furring strip, that'll be the top part. But the bottom there, just to kind of, you know, give like something for that door to close on that section. So that's it for this section anyway. I have got to wait on lumber. I'm going to be doing Eastern Red Cedar cabinet, same as my trim here. Turned out really good. And I got a video on how I'm doing those too, so, well, how I did those, they're done. So yep, once I get my lumber and everything, I will start making the face frames and all that, and you guys will see that process as well. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you all liked the series so far. I'm not sure how many parts this is going to be, because I don't know exactly the whole length of the video, but you know, thanks for tuning in. And as always, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and I will have a link in the description for all the tools I used in this video, and you know, that link will be a direct link to where you can go and purchase these tools. I do get a credit for it. However, you know, you guys have seen that I was able to use them and you know, produce decent cabinets, you know, so far as carcasses go. So you know, you guys can do the same with those tools. So anyway, you know, stay tuned for the next video. Thanks. Bye.